I just realized you said Mike is hot. So, oops. I was like, wait, let me type something in real quick. But no, we're good. Okay. Hi, it's Monday. We're going to be playing a game where people might die. Potentially.
Nice.
But we're playing Rise of Tiamat. This is a 5th edition module. For the I forgot all my words today. I'm like halfway to like my brain wants to take a nap right now, but we're gonna play D&D. It's anyway, Tyranny of Dragons campaign published by you know who. The book is a suggestion at this point. I was actually in the midst of looking up a fun monster stat that somebody reworked, and I'm like, I like this one so much better, so we're gonna keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. Found it. There you are. I gotta bookmark you.
Gee.
It's called the better insert monster name stat, and I'm like, yay. Okay, so anyway, do we have any fun announcements before we get into our little game of dragons and places that are underground?
Underground?
Dungeons.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Your grave, actually.
That appropriate, yes. Acceptable. That is an acceptable option.
But do you have any Jesus, how was Comicpalooza?
Comicpalooza was amazing. Met some cool folks there. Do want to give a shout out to Nimrod, who makes these awesome products.
Very nice.
Them at they came to Excalibur on Friday, and we all got to hang out with them for a little bit.
Cool.
And Dickie and our awesome friends who make these products were talking, and they're very, very interested in getting the entire collection. So that's
very nice.
A very happy like artist supporting artist situation, you know?
I love that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So like it was just like everyone was like, "You did this, that's really cool. You did this, that's really cool." Like it was just everybody was broing out about it. Everybody's like specific like talent, and it was just beautiful to experience.
That's fantastic. Do you guys have any? Do you guys have an Excalibur coming up for this month? What are you guys doing for that?
We are going to be doing Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It is going to be a level 6 adventure. That's instead of a one shot, we're going to go from 6 to 10 in about 5 to 6 months.
Nice.
So it's going to be a small little mini campaign that has 5 to 6 stories, depending on your DM and your players, how you want to do it.
That sounds fun. All right. Anything? Well, it just now hit me. I'm like, hey, happy Pride, everyone! It is now Pride Month.
Yes.
That is a celebration that we always enjoy.
Yes. Do I have emotes?
Oh, do you have emotes for that? I hope you do.
I think
you better get your Pride emotes. You are going to be homophobic if you don't have Pride emotes on this stream.
That is what I've been told.
Better fix it. But anyway, happy Pride to everybody. Hope we all have a good, fun, super gay month of June.
Yeah, we're already planning our Pride event on the 29th. Yeah.
29th? Okay, cool. I believe the Cincinnati Pride Parade is on the 22nd, and we're going to be going to that.
We're going to do the festival this year and not the parade, because we always do the parade, but to do the parade correctly, you have to like wait and like hog your spot like 2 to 3, 4 hours sometimes beforehand. So we're like, you know what? Let's do the festival part.
That's fair. That's usually what I do, I think. It was just always go to the festival and then go home.
Yeah.
But anyway, announcements out of the way. Let's do... What do we do next? Introductions? I'm losing my thoughts completely.
Something like that. Unless someone...
Something like that. Okay, well, hi, I'm Vic. I will be your DM for the evening. as well as a very large dragon that is definitely trying to kill everyone. And currently residing within the dragon's mouth. Hey, Tabby, who are you
No.
playing?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Mary, the Tiefling.
Tiefling,
Sorry,
Yeah, we-
Ranger / Sorcerer.
not Cleric. That's like your only one.
I'm having a hard time hearing Tabby, unless anyone else is.
No, she
We're
is
having a
kind
hard
of far
time
away.
hearing.
Okay.
You sound very far away, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
Oh,
this.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You want to try that again?
Okay, yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Tabatha. I'm playing Patient / Rosemary, the Tiefling. Oh my god, I almost freaking did it again. Sorcerer / Ranger.
Just because your dad's
No,
here.
McAfee, I do not want to reactivate this.
All right, Jesus, who are you playing today?
A guy with water in his mouth. Hi, I'm playing Tarsius Chadington.
Good, you're gonna need that. The dragon spews fire.
Yeah. Stay hydrated, everybody, especially if you're going out to Pride.
Hydrate or die straight.
Tarsius Chadington, he's a Minotaur barbarian fighter who is a good boy who wants to do well, who is currently in a frenzy because, I don't know, a dragon has some friends in mouth, and that's not good.
Dragon just ate your friends.
That's not a good thing to happen on a Monday. I mean, don't we hate Mondays? What's the joke there?
Mondays, am I right?
Yeah, am I right?
God. And playing his sister, Jeremiah. Who are you today?
Cordelia, Chadington, Medusa fighter, blood hunter, rogue.
Nice.
Trying her best to live.
I think everyone is at this point.
Yeah.
I'm like, speaking of trying their best to survive, Nick, who are you playing today, and where are you currently?
I am playing Myria Monmara. She is a fairy fighter and cleric, currently in the jaws of Cormorant, holding a shrunken patience.
And then I'm gonna contest probably most stressed for last. Hey, Sydney, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Nicodemus D. Hawkins, the Rune Knight Paladin, who is, yes, very, very stressed. Because now the small child he has been trying to keep safe this whole time is in the mouth of a dragon.
If I had a nickel for every time a young girl that Hawk was emotionally attached to was snatched by a dragon, I'd have 2 nickels.
And it's not a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice in the span of about a week.
Yeah. Been 1 week.
Since he looked at me.
Let's
We
go
can't
ahead.
think any more than that.
Wrong song.
Then we can let's roll that beat footage.
All right.
I'm like, where are you going all the time with your truck up and down my road?
It's his road. It's Pride Month.
It's not
No,
his
it's
road,
not.
it's
It's
our
our
road.
No,
It's
I'll
actually
say-
our road. It's our driveway.
I'll say it's Vic's road. It's his road. It's Pride Month. All roads belong.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You must
As
be
as
gay.
as a as a queer that was born in the month of June, I say it is mine. That's how that works. That's how that works.
It's to
Anyway.
the second power.
Totally.
You round up. Anyway, let's hit right into. I think existential dread's the right call here.
No more jokes. Only panic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
So anyway, let me actually set my volume into my headphones so I can hear what I'm doing. There it is. Yeah, I like that noise.
Oh,
Oh, then that's all going
I heard
still.
that. I felt that in my my stomach.
I didn't even know Field of Heroes was still playing. Oops, that's on me. Anyway, so last time we checked, Waterdeep is currently under siege by the ancient red dragon Cormorant, who Tiamat has sent to retrieve the blue dragon mask, which is the last piece in the puzzle that she needs in order to break free from her prison in the Nine Hells and bring about a new age of Tiamat. So with that, Patience, since you were the one that had so sneakily taken the blue dragon mask out of the bag of the red wizard Iskander, and you are now in possession of it, Cormorant is currently after you. Cormorant, who is the ancient red dragon that had you kidnapped when you were nothing but a small child, a much smaller child than you are now, actually.
Yep.
Taken you from your home, had one of your fathers killed, and basically whisked you away to be what would be considered an experiment for the cult. But then you were broken free by your foster mother, Green Dragon, Tervithia.
Yep.
So, but now here we are again. You are now currently in the jaws of the Red Dragon Cormorant as you guys were fighting to defend the courtyard of Waterdeep Castle, to keep the children, to keep the Chadingtons and everyone inside safe from the onslaught. So, let me get us back on the map, as we are currently amidst combat. As Patience, you were shrunken down by Myria to allow you to escape from the grasp of Cormorant. But then, as he was chasing you down, he lunged forward and snapped his jaws shut around both of you, as you were both technically small creatures.
Yep.
And he's a very big dragon.
Yep. Oh,
As
boy.
Tarsius, you are trying to lay waste to every bit of ankle you can see on this dragon, as he is currently in flight right now, so he has a bit of momentum going. Patience, you were in the midst of trying to activate the teleportation spell to get you guys safely to the High Forest,
Mhm.
as you guys have been doing your best to fight, the waves of this horde of the dragon cult. So, currently, Cormorant is going to take his movement to start flying up, as he now has you both in his mouth, so he's going to start ascending. And I will tell you, he's going to take his full movement, and his fly speed is 80 feet. So that is where we are.
Attack of opportunity?
Do you what?
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
I will say, what is the reach on your great axe again?
5 feet.
5 feet?
Yeah. I can reach a toe. I'll go.
I'll
for a
allow
toe.
it. I'll allow it. See if you can slice off a toe.
Fuck
Can
that
I
toe in particular.
substitute that for a grapple and hold
For
on
a
to
grapple?
to hold on to that toe?
Sure. Let's see what happens.
Okay, I mean, even with my rage, he's so big. He's so strong. That's a 19.
19 just makes it so you are on the toe of this dragon.
Okay. This is such a bad idea.
Gripping on as you're, as you are, you are enraged, and blindly you try to reach. It's like you were going for a swing, but then you just instinct, your arms wrap around the toe as it passes by, and then suddenly your stomach is left somewhere in your ass on the ground as you are being skyrocketed upward at a very fast speed.
Yeah, of course.
So,
Oh, man.
he has ascended 80 feet in the air. And he's going to double that, so that's going to be 160. So he's now 160 feet up in the air. And I will say, right as this is happening, though, the last thing that you guys all heard last session before we ended was you heard the sounds of more dragons. And Janva basically telling you that they're on their way. But then, since we are at top of the round, you also hear something else. And that is the sound of these big, feathery wings flying inwards. And you all see this massive blur as 4 Griffin Riders appear, flying over the city as fast as they can. Let me get you guys.
So wait, now this is an actual thing that Waterdeep has.
Yes, this is a thing that Waterdeep has. It is the Griffin Cavalry. If you want, for those that are currently present outside of the dragon on the battlefield, if you want to roll me a history, you can.
Well,
Good enough.
Oh, no. That is a 10.
That just passes.
Oh, okay. I did my homework.
Tarsius, did you want to roll, or are you just gonna...
I don't know if... Since he's mindlessly raging, I don't know if he should, like...
Oh,
RP
that's right. You are
once.
mindlessly. Okay. You were angry and you were gripping that toe for dear life.
Yeah.
All right. So for Hawk and for Cordelia, you recall the Dragonborn commander. He had run to the wall right as the siege had started, or right as Cormorant had shown up, and he pulled a cord on the inside of the tower, and that's when you heard a series of bells echo through the city. So you can pretty much deduce that alarm bell basically signaled for the Griffin Flyers to come in. And as it's pretty well known, the Griffin Flyers are one of Waterdeep's, we'll call them anti-aircraft defense. As Waterdeep has had a very strong history of deterring dragon attacks, and now that we are in the midst of a really big dragon attack, we're bringing out our big guns again. All right. So with that, Tarsius, your turn.
Okay,
You are now 160 feet in the air, gripping onto a dragon tail.
I'm going to climb as much as I can.
Okay,
And-
roll me in athletics.
Okay. And to that mouth, that's all I can do.
It's a very big dragon.
Yeah. That's lower. That's an 18. Yes, an 18.
Okay, so I will say that you climbing is... You're basically on difficult terrain right now.
Makes total sense.
Yeah. So you're going to be able to make it up the hind leg of that dragon.
Okay. To keep my rage,
Yes.
can I frenzy and get a bite in or something like a headbutt, an unarmed attack, anything that I can do?
I will allow a headbutt.
Okay.
I'm gonna. I will ask that with the headbutt that you roll me a Constitution
Okay.
because you were ramming yourself headfirst into Dragonhide.
That's fair. That is plus 10, so 25.
25. Okay, so you don't knock yourself out, which is great.
Yeah, got these horns for a reason.
Yeah, you will. I will say you will take a D4 of damage,
Okay.
and that is 4. So, ow.
4 points of damage. What type of damage is it? Or is that the
Bludgeoning.
Okay. Is that the half or is that the total?
That's the full. So
Okay.
you'll take 2.
Right, 48. Okay. I mean, I'm not hot. Okay.
But you're still mad.
I'm still mad. I still got it. Do you want to treat it as an unarmed attack or as like one of my goring rushes?
I'll treat it as an unarmed since
Okay.
your goring rush requires you to have some momentum to
Yeah,
run forward.
That makes total sense. Okay. So for
Yeah.
the unarmed, that's probably not gonna do it. That is a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a 16. Probably won't do it.
16. Yeah, 16 is going to be a miss.
Okay. All right. Makes sense. That is an ugly 8. All right, that's me. All I got is
That's you?
climb
Okay.
as much as I can. Try to hit to keep that anger up, that adrenaline going, and do the best I can. Like in my mind, he's like, "Hey, look at me! I'm distracting." But what's gonna come out is just, yeah.
Doing your best.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so next will be Patience. So for Patience and Myria, inside the dragon's mouth, you just suddenly feel gravity shift. And Myria, I will say that with your, capabilities of flying, you know that you're ascending pretty fast. So, but with that, Patience, it is your turn. As you were aware that you were in a dragon's mouth, you were very small.
So the main question being,
Yes.
This is more towards Myria. Is she smaller than you, or is she the exact same size as you?
I mean, I believe reduce. Future object you can see within range to grow larger or smaller for the duration. I believe size is halved in all dimensions. So since you were about 3 feet, 4 feet,
Mm-hmm.
you're now about 2 foot. So you're a little smaller than Myria.
Okay, because I'm not trying to rules lawyer this because of what she was gonna do next.
Okay.
Because it's an item that she's had on her that I keep forgetting that she has. She has the Cape of the Montback, which is basically she can cast Dimension Door. But I can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring along one willing creature up to your size or smaller.
I mean, we'd be the same size, actually.
Yeah, I think with
You were
Okay,
by
now
by
you are
D&D
wondering
logic,
first.
you were the same size.
Which again, the next question would be: are they within 5 feet of each other? I mean,
Myria
she's
is
she
literally
is holding her.
all right. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you were literally holding each other.
I can cast it up to 500 feet. I don't necessarily have to see. I have to visualize it. So,
You can also be very descriptive.
yeah. Yeah, by stating distance and direction. Which they don't know. Just that they're going up.
Well, it also says as long as you can visualize where you want to be.
Okay. So I guess where she would want to visualize would be this area right here, because last she remembered before they got snatched was no one was there then.
Okay.
So yeah, dimension door.
So you dimension door.
Real quick, before we go through the dimension door, can Myria do something?
Sure.
Or should she wait for her action afterwards?
I'd say, well, what is it that you're looking to do?
Dropping the 2 remaining bombs down his throat?
I could say yes. We can do that. So I will
Okay.
say, as you are dimension dooring out, you drop your bombs. We'll roll the damage when it gets to your turn.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, patience?
That's it. That's all she can do.
All right. So you guys are effectively in the fountain where you visualized yourself as, for everybody else on the outside, except for Tarsius, who's clinging to the dragon as it is climbing
no.
into the air.
Man, poor fucking Tarsius.
I mean,
He tried.
Find the wall and they
Trying.
flew away. He catches, he hitches a ride with the dragon and then
He's trying.
away.
Oh no.
Don't worry.
That's fine. He's a barbarian.
Tarsius,
He's tough.
I got
He's
a
real
plan.
tough.
I'm gonna fall.
He's real tough. Exactly.
I got 48 HP. I ain't afraid of nothing.
He came from the West school of plans.
He can just aim for the bush.
Aim for the aim for the bush. So,
Or a
One in the
haystack.
hand is worth 2 in the bush.
so for everybody else on the outside that is not on the dragon and raging, you see a swirl of yellow smoke that kind of lightly smells of brimstone. And Patience and Myria appear in the fountain. So Cordelia, you'll be the first to notice as they're right in front of you. As you will all see Patience and Myria safe and sound, and you're about to hear a detonation go off inside of a dragon.
Yep. Patient's literally looking at Myria like, that's it. That's all I can do.
That's fine. I'll just get into that fucking teleportation circle that you had.
Gotcha.
Okay. Hawk, what are we doing? Hawk,
Well, there's nothing.
you're muted.
I know.
Oh, you're-
Am I? No, I shouldn't be.
no, you're good.
Okay.
There was just a delay,
Oh.
which is
Go lay
weird.
down. Sorry, I looked down because something warm was breathing on me.
It was great.
This one.
It was Gren. It was the canine equivalent of Gren.
Yeah.
Well, since all these dudes seem to be down, I don't think he has enough movement anyway. No. Nowhere near it. So I'm gonna have Hawk, excuse me, hold action.
Okay.
He's gonna hold his regular attacks with the fancy sword.
Okay.
Wait,
Yes.
did he hand the Dragon Slayer longsword to Cordelia or not?
No,
Did.
No.
I thought you did.
Okay.
no, I didn't.
I
I
thought
didn't take it because I can't really.
You didn't-
I think you.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
I didn't throw you. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So yeah, he'll have the fancy dragon slaying sword. And yeah, the dragon gets anywhere near He'll hold his movement and everything, and wait. Like, he's probably sitting there, like, looking at Patience, like, come on, like, run, please.
God.
But I guess he's
She's
kind of
currently
standing there
being held
with
by
his
the fairy.
Yeah.
like, here, please. And as that's going on, and he's just sitting there, like, holding that sword like a bat, waiting for the dragon so he can just fucking pinata that bitch. If he gets the opportunity. So yeah, we're gonna hold on to that attack, or those 3 attacks rather.
Not roll very good.
That's okay.
Okay. All right. That's it for you, Hawk.
Yeah.
All right. So, for Cole's turn, he is just doubling his movement, and he is hauling ass over to the fountain just to get to Patience, and he's looking you over, and he's just like, "Are you okay? Are you fine?"
I'm okay.
Okay. Good.
That's all I can do.
Good. And he'll look to you, Myria, and he's just, "Thank you."
Fuck, I didn't do much.
Regardless. And
Let's
it's your
just
turn, Myria.
Myria's gonna kind of look up at the dragon and be like, any second now. And those 2 bombs should be going off.
All right. The 2 bombs
So-
go off. What is our damage?
Well, it's not going to take the 3d6 fire damage, but it is going to take 2d6 piercing and 2d6 poison.
All right.
Since there's 2 of them, that's 8d6 of damage.
I love this for Cormorant.
So that's
Gonna have to-
18 points of damage total. No, 20 points of damage total because it's +2.
Okay.
So 20 points of damage, and half of that is poisons, or poison damage. So I don't know if they need to roll anything for the poison, or if to get poisoned, or what. I don't remember, because I don't remember if we talked about that.
For him, he is a fire dragon, so
That's why he didn't
there's not a.
damage.
He's gonna have a hell of acid reflux.
Yeah, that was the point.
All right.
Fuck that guy.
All right. So you said 20 points total.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So as you, Myria says, it's like any second now, and then you all hear a muffled like detonation, and you all watch. And Tarsius, you feel the detonation underneath the dragon, and then you feel as he kind of like jerks very, very suddenly, and he coughs and expels blood. As you're watching like this sickening like green like smoke curl out of his mouth as he's like gasping for air.
So is he alright, you
And he
silly bitch?
And then he
Excuse
looks
you.
down at you.
Oh shit.
Oh, aren't you a tricky little snack?
Generally speaking, I. And
We're
as
just fluttering around like, fuck.
Myria is with Patience still in her arms, Myria is going to fly her fucking ass over to the circle.
All right, you zoom it. As she is zooming.
And just gonna be like, get in the fucking circle. And since I'm assuming it would be both for her actions to do the bombs, so I think that's everything.
All right. And out of all of this, one dude is still alive, and he's going to attack Hawk.
What a bitch.
Trying his
Fuck
best.
that guy.
That guy's like, I want that gold star.
He really does. The manager's watching. You got to do a good job now. He rolled a 20 to hit.
That does not hit.
He did his best. As he's flapping his wings over, he takes his two double scimitars and he tries to slash against your shin, Hawk, and it just clank. And he just looks up at you.
Like he's like standing there holding his shield and just looks down like, really? Like he's probably not even paying attention. He's like, right? Hawk's like, God, like leave fuck off, like a little ankle biter. Like, get away from me. Yeah. He kind of like glances down for a second, like, yeah, that's cute, and then he's like back to the task at hand.
Yeah. All right, Janva, it is your turn. Janva is going to rush over to you, Cordelia, since you are right there. She's going to put a hand on your shoulder, and she'll just be like, you keep them safe. And she's going to cast Guidance.
Okay.
So congratulations on the little D4 that you get to add to your rolls.
For how long? Just one?
Just the one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 1d4 on a numbered roll.
Yeah.
And that is going to hold up for a minute, so you do what you got to do. And if I recall, I think you also have an inspiration die still. So it is these guys' turn as they are going to start moving in to guard all of you guys. Like as they are getting they're getting the orders that they are going to start protecting you guys as you are making it to the circle. So Cordelia, your turn.
Well, I can't fly. My brother's up there. I've been actually thinking what my action would be for this one, and I don't know. I still have that. No, I don't have that anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna. I mean, I can shoot with a bow. I'll shoot with a bow. It's with a disadvantage though because you're 180 right now. I believe.
With which one?
The dragon is at 180 right now, or 160.
He's 160 feet in the air. Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna take disadvantage on the attack on my longbow.
All right.
But I am, yeah.
It's so good you have an inspiration die and a guidance.
And then I am gonna ask us like, what are we gonna do with my brother? He's in the air. As I move forward. Okay,
John was just like, Tarsius is in the air. What the fuck is he doing on the dragon?
The first attack is a 26.
26 hits.
Yeah, 22. I mean 22.
22 still hits.
I math very wrong.
Jeremiah, please, you're gonna have to turn your card in.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna use the guidance for this one. Oh, I rolled a 4. 18. I don't know if that will even hit.
18 to hit, or?
Yeah, to hit. That's with a disadvantage.
Yeah, that is a miss, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay, I'll just use that one though. I'm trying my best. I'm crying a little bit because
that's fair.
My brother might die.
I'll be fine.
+4. That is 7 points of piercing.
Okay. Did you already use the dragon slaying arrows, or?
Yeah, I did already. I think that
Hmm.
was one of my first attacks with the bow.
Got it,
I was
okay.
like- I only have one. I had one left because I used one
That's-
already.
Okay. All right. And what was that total again?
Just a 7.
Just 7.
And then I'll use my. Do you do the rule about bonus action or action with the potion?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to drink that potion. I got 1.
Yes,
And
if you ever
that'll-
need to
that'll
drink a
end my
healing potion, it's a full action to get max out of the healing potion, and bonus
Mhm.
action for you to roll.
Yeah, I will roll for this one. And that will end my turn. Ooh, that's a 4.
Alrighty.
And a 1.
All right,
Nine
and
points
it
of
is now
healing.
the. Nice. Good.
It's something. I'm still very bloody, but you know.
So say the captain of the guard, as well as Ambassador Braun Anvil, they're going to be yelling at their troops, directing the Griffin cavalry, telling them to defend the courtyard, defend the heroes trying to escape, keep them from getting the mask at any cost. And so that is what they're going to do. And now the Griffins are going to rush in. So now I get to roll for the Griffins. As Tarsius, you can now see Griffins flying around the dragon.
I can just picture Tarsius just like, poof, poof. Oh, hi.
Like, oh. That's pretty. Yeah, they can't make it all the way there. Yes, they can. So as you see, like 4 griffins immediately start circling around the dragon, and one of the riders, this half-elven woman, she just kind of like double takes at you, just like, "What are you doing up there?"
Again, Tarsius is like, my friend's up there, and I need to get them from the mouth, but it translates to, and pointing at the mouth.
They're like, "Oh my god, he's panicking. We gotta save him."
He is hyperventilating. He is having a panic attack.
Right.
Where is his
Alright.
service puppy?
To roll for. Ugh. I just wish that it's just a small little like hope and a dream of mine. I just wish that a certain publishing company that makes games, if they are going to have a Griffin cavalry unit, that they have the Griffin and the Rider as a single stat block. That'd be great, actually. Make my life easier.
Why would things
But,
be
you know.
easy?
Why would they do that? That's so silly. So I'm just playing it this way, where the Griffin gets to go first, and then the Rider makes an attack, because that's how a Griffin flyer and their Griffin should do things, because they are bonded and they clearly have a telepathic link to each other, and that's exactly how it should be. Anyway, the Griffin's attacking twice. Let me do rolls for these guys.
For the dragon, it's
Okay.
the Tiefling.
I mean, Griffins are pretty fucking scary if you give them a
I mean-
chance.
It's Texas mosquitoes.
They have saddles. Be
They have
respectful.
saddles.
Alright, let me now roll there. Yeah, God, why do I have to... 2 separate dice. That is... 4... I would like my calculator app, please. I'm not very good at math. I need you to please work with me, technology.
Use your fingers.
Use
No.
the fingers.
It's a big number.
Use
I only have 10 fingies.
Use toesies.
I'm going to have to. I only have 10 toesies. I'm going to have to get the jar. All right, so that.
It's Stranger's Abacus with just fingers and toes.
Yeah, it's just he's like, here, let me count. Let me count on my fingers, and he pulls out an abacus that has fingers just like strung through it, and he's like, 1.
God.
All right, let me get the toes, and he gets the bottom part. That's all toes.
Ow.
I was gonna say that it's really a shame that I, as a person, never made Stranger an item shop because I feel like he should have been, and that's on me,
No.
and that's bad.
What kind of items?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, it's whatever your heart desires. Just know that there will be. I will expect payment. Now I gotta
Wish I
roll
flashbacks
all the
to
beak
the
attacks.
doctor.
God.
Something to talk about on break.
Okay. Because I have to roll like 4 attacks, and I gotta like roll for the other 4 attacks because it's a multi-attack. Now I gotta roll for all the riders. We love numbers.
Numbers are fun.
Okay. So they did a significant bit of damage.
Excellent.
As Tarsius, you're watching as these griffins are just like buzzing around this dragon, raking their claws into his hide, and you're watching as these talons rip into, dragon hide that you couldn't even like puncture with your horns.
Yeah, yeah.
And you headbutt pretty hard, so like that's scary. That's really scary. And then nipping like at what bits of like exposed flesh they could see with their beaks, and they're being like a real nuisance to this dragon. So the riders are using their lances to prod and try to like almost like shepherd this dragon to go in a direction. Roll that damage. Oh, lances are very, very sharp, apparently.
Yes.
You sharpened it. That's what took them a while.
The lances are a D12,
Damn.
by the
Oh,
way.
yeah, that's a nice.
That's
damage.
what my stat block says. Lances are a D12, and I'm like, holy fuck.
We're sleeping on lances.
They got their real big poke and stick today.
Yeah, but lances have a couple
aren't they
downsides.
two-handed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you have a disadvantage if you do not use it while mounted.
Oh, that's true.
Basically.
I gave that the hawk. I gave that the hawk eyebrow waggle. Even though this is not the time or place.
Stop.
It's Pride Month. Don't be like that.
I'm gonna be a little homophobic about it.
Go to the hawk. He doesn't deserve that.
Man, okay, so after all that, this guy, we've hit bloody.
Oh,
Oh.
These griffins
Nice.
ripped into him. These riders are trained in dragon slaying.
Hell yeah.
Good.
This is what they've trained their whole lives for. So they came to work today.
Yeah.
Can I use my reaction at the end of their turn?
Sure.
But also, we're looking at the dragon being slashed by the griffin riders. Does the dragon look annoyed, or it's like
Dragon looks like
still
he's
determined?
rough.
Looks
but-
determined still to do what he needs to do.
You can roll me an insight.
Okay,
I don't want
that is a
I-
3 plus 7, so 10.
You never really. Given your journey so far, you've encountered quite a few dragons. More dragons than probably the average person has in their entire lifespan.
Mhm.
But you have yet to know how to read dragons. They kind of all seem to make the same faces. It's like he looks mad for sure. He looks really mad. He also looks really hurt.
Okay. I'm looking up Tarsius, kind of, because he's like 160 feet up on the dragon's back. And then I'm going to look at the party, and I'm going to tell them the dragon mask is more important.
You also see that there is one particular griffin flyer that's like trying to beckon to Tarsius to just be like, please, I'll catch you. Please get off the dragon. It's going to die and it's going to fall.
So you make a very reasonable offer. I will attempt to jump towards you on the count of 3.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that before the dragon starts to dive back down and probably eat. Patience again, I will say that out loud. Like, the dragon mask is more important to be hidden from them. As you know, because they're already in the teleport circle or whatever. We'll catch up.
Okay.
That's it.
So with that, Gala just kind of skirts her way over to Janva and just like, it's looking bad. When does your ride get in here? And then now with the dragon's turn, he is
And
going
the
to.
players know what that was, I think.
Yeah. As Cormorant is just pissed off now, as he is going to be slashing and trying to bite at these flyers. As Tarsius, you feel his voice like tremble through his entire body as you are, preparing your jump.
Mm-hmm.
As he's very, very pissed now.
Very pissed.
Patience is now back in the circle. She has what he still needs, and he's so very mad. And you're watching, and you start to feel his body grow hotter and hotter as he's just like, fine. Tear my flesh. Break me down to the bone. I will make sure this place is a crater upon my death.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh
So-
no.
That's what he does as he is slashing and he's biting, and unfortunately that one's getting hit as he like snaps forward with a head, and his jaws immediately like crunch around the body of a griffin flyer, and the griffin like panics as he's like grabbing onto the rider who's strapped in the saddle, and he's slinging him back and forth as other griffins are starting to like pull away as they've received like flashes from his claws. So Tarsius, it is your turn.
I gonna jump onto this person and try to fly onto their arms, onto their griffin arms.
I love that Tarsius's inner monologue is like so soft, and it's like Pyroland for all the people that used to play Team Fortress 2, where it's like all rainbows and butterflies, but outside he's just a raging demon right now.
Yeah, but you're frenzying. So what did he actually say? It sound like
Yes.
I don't know what you want me to roll for that, but I'm gonna attempt to jump.
Roll me athletics.
Okay. That is really gosh dang good. That's a 19 plus my strength. So that is +5, so 24.
Okay, that'll do it. As you launch yourself off of the dragon, the griffin kind of like banks slightly to allow space for you to jump on, and the rider helps you kind of saddle up right behind her.
Okay.
As she's just like, "You're really, really crazy. Okay, let's get you back down."
I wasn't damaged and I didn't attack, so by time we land, I will lose my rage, which is
Phew.
appropriate.
All right, patience. What are we doing?
We are holding our action to cast the teleport. Because she's gonna look at Hawk and at Myria, and she's like, not until Cordelia, Tarsius, and my papa are here.
Yeah, fine.
All right, you are holding the teleport. Hawk, what are we doing?
Just so that this dude doesn't get any ideas about hitting anybody or hurting anybody, he's gonna take a whack at him.
All right, give him a
With-
whack,
Give him a whack.
a real thwack.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 does hit.
Okay. So then a 23 hits. And does a 13
Yeah.
hit?
No, 13 does not hit.
And is... Well, no, I'm sure he's... Is he considered to be a dragon type creature?
Let me double check this. I'm gonna go ahead and say, yeah, probably. I'm gonna say that a lot of things that are written here are dumb, and if he's called a draconian dreadnought, that labels him a dragon. So yes,
Cool.
he's dragon.
Great. So this is going to be a lot of math.
I love that for you.
So- I hate math. So that's plus this is plus that's 3d6, that's 66. Roll. All my dice are in the dining room. Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I was 47 damage.
Yeah, you only needed 30.
Yeah. Hacking and whacking and smack.
Slashing.
And
Hacking,
whacking.
whacking, slashing.
Hacking and whacking, and
Fuck you.
as he just disappears into a blood splatter on the ground. Anything else?
We're still big. Oh, I'm gonna burn his bonus action for a second wind.
Okay, do that.
A little boost here. So, wow, great, love that. 15 HP is what he's getting back.
Congrats.
Right.
Well,
Woohoo!
You might need it.
Right. That's all he can do. He's gonna, yeah, he's not gonna move. So we're good. Because he's got that
All
one
right.
foot in that circle, and he's like, I'm not moving.
Cole is doing his thing and hustling back.
Knees to
Myria,
chest.
anything that you want to do? Yeah, honestly.
Well, Myria is going to take out a scroll and cast Mask Cure Wounds.
Oh, bless.
Look at that.
I
Congrats.
think there's some people who really need that here. Oh,
Yeah, actually.
like Cordelia.
Yeah. So 6 people in a 30-foot range.
Oh no, I might not be.
Oh no, I'm like, no, Cordelia's out of range.
Yeah. Oh,
Oopsies.
No, she would have moved first so that she.
Myria's doing some
Yeah.
foot knights.
Myria moved so that she could get everyone. So Cole basically
Flies between Hawk's legs and just.
yeah. So Hawk, Patience, Cole, fucking Cordelia, and herself,
Bless.
and probably like if Janva or anyone else has gotten damaged, one of them as well. And
Nice.
that
All
will
right.
be 3d8 healing. So that would do. That's 12 plus my modifier of 4, so 16 HP back.
Nice.
So
I'm still
something.
bloody, but
Add that
Back in
to
the
your
triple
15, and you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're back in triple.
Congrats, Hawk.
And then as a secondary action, just going to take out another one to do it again.
Hell yeah.
There you go.
oh,
Double heals.
Hell yeah.
That's what you want to hear.
Not as good this time, but 9.
That's 25 HP. That's pretty dope.
You're gonna need it.
Oh
Every-
god,
every
I'm not
count.
Hey.
bloodied anymore. Woo.
that pushes me to not bloody.
Same.
Good for them.
Then basically, I think that's all she's got besides moving back into the circle and yelling at Cordy to get the fuck over here. So, yeah.
So
everything.
that message is conveyed.
Mm-hmm. I feel rejuvenated, and my snakes will not.
All right. So, Janva's turn, as she is going to, right as she's about to be preparing a spell, she stops and kind of like holds her hand to her head, and it looks like she's listening to something. As she's just like, shit, fuck.
No shit.
Oh, no.
No.
She looks to Janva, to Gala, and she says, "We need to leave." And then looking back to you guys, leave now. Get out now.
The fuck does that mean?
Is the sky turning dark in small circles?
Well,
of
then
appearing
it's
everywhere?
currently an eclipse right now.
Okay.
But as she will put it to you, Xavier just told me that they don't know where Belle is, and if that's the case, then I think Cormoranth has been rewarded what he wanted.
Wait, what? Repeat that.
Cormoranth
Like
may
he's
have
a
been...
god?
What a bitch.
He... Basically, her very expediting this as quickly as she can. Cormoranth has been trying to follow in his lineage, in his bloodline. He comes from a line of dragons that becomes stronger by consuming the hearts of devils, and he wanted to be the strongest of his lineage by trying to kill and consume the heart of an archdevil.
Hawk like
And
this
if
about
that
to
happens, and if
Uh-huh.
he dies, he's
Fuck.
going to ascend.
So we can't kill him. Fuck. Hawk's like, it's gonna be the second time in my life I've ever called a dragon a bitch.
I had 2 nickels.
Yeah, it's not a lot of nickels, but damn. Great. Love that. Yeah, time to go.
Yeah, time to scooch. So, with that being said, she's basically yelling at the guys manning the cannons. Cease fire. Don't fire. Everyone withdraw. So, Cordelia, it's your turn.
I am gonna run. I'm gonna look at Tarsius, seeing that he's on the Griffin Rider. She's gonna still be worried, but move that way. I will.
Right.
This will use my movement and bonus action to dash to get right here.
Okay. I'll say that since you and Tarsius were the closest to the dragon, I will have both of you roll me perceptions.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20. 27 total.
Okay, great.
That's so good.
And I will, if anybody else wants to roll perception, you will have to do so with disadvantage from where you are.
Sure.
Is a 12 for me.
Tarsius, buddy. Well, you're just coming down off a sugar rush, so.
Yeah, it's an 8 for Hawk.
So
That's a 13 for patience.
That's a 7 for Myria.
oh, okay. And what'd Hawk get?
8.
Oh, buddy. Cool. Okay, so Cordelia, as you heed Jonva's words, and you're like, okay, it's time to go, and you start getting ready to rush back to the teleportation circle. I'm gonna put it in the most, in probably the best way I can describe this. Do you remember the noise that Godzilla makes when he's charging up his blast?
Yeah.
You hear that very slowly starting to build. And if you look at the dragon, you start to see as like the cracks in his scales look like they're starting to light up, like as if he's being illuminated from the inside with fire. So that's what you see.
That's. I will give warning.
So that's
I'll
going
give them
on.
warning.
Get all the way over
I'll let
to.
people know on my way.
Says the commanders are yelling for the Griffin Riders to stand down. This flyer is going to scooch you all the way over to the teleportation circle, Tarsius.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Please don't do that again.
I didn't know what I was doing. My body just acted. I'm really tired now.
Yeah. I think everybody's saying you should get out of here, so you should get out of here.
Okay. I'm like facing nobody as I'm talking right now. I'm like
You're just staring at the ground. Got it. Okay.
Ground,
She will.
sweet ground.
Grown.
So we put it back over this way. All right. So as everybody stands down, and that's happening, everybody's in the teleportation circle, patients.
Yeah. She held her action to cast it, so
All right. So, and you are heading towards the High Forest, correct?
that is her plan, yes.
Alrighty. So let me pull up that spell real quick, because I know there's a certain table we gotta roll.
If we just blink and you hear the echoing word, bitch. Oh.
Gotta have that final word.
Do you need me to roll percentiles, or do you need me to roll wild magic?
We're gonna do both.
The plant. Don't turn
Okay,
into a
So
puddle.
first, roll me wild magic since you were casting, and then
6. So no.
congrats, you are not gonna fuck this up. Now, we're gonna roll percentiles to see how this works, because you are
83.
yeah. That pretty much gets you. Congrats, you don't bongle that. So you
Ooh.
teleport to the High Forest, and patients, you release the magic to teleport, and everybody, you kind of see like the circle glow, and you feel yourself start to lift and depart from this plane for a moment. And as you do that, you watch as Cormorant yells at you. It's roaring as it basically just vibrates the very air with the intensity of it, as he is just spitting blood, screaming, "No!" And he takes his claws and he digs it into his own chest. And he just
No.
rips a hole out of his chest. And you watch as this fire starts to pour out of the wound. And he flies upwards. And then you teleport and you're out of there.
You
And
literally
you do not see.
Oh, like how much
What?
as we like are about to just disappear and seeing him do that, and Hawk's like, "Wow, what a," and it blinks.
I mean, you've already seen what Myria is doing, so
Yeah, Mary was flicking him off entirely. So, let me throw you guys.
I mean, the dragon don't hear it, but we, the party, heard everything you said.
Like we appear in the forest, and Hawk's like, "Bitch, no, he didn't hear me."
Nope.
The panic.
Oh shit.
Alright, so let me clean up a map for y'all. Scoot yourselves onto.
If I could have the map respond, that'd be great. There we go.
I mean, it'd be wonderful.
It didn't want to move for a second. I'm like, "Come."
Let me grab. Just gonna grab all that. Copy. Let me find
There's
where
a
I want to
donkey.
go, please.
I'm like, "Are we not
Okay.
spud?"
You are. I'm just trying to get a map like cleaned up for visual, just for things to use.
Copy.
Yeah, get that dead guy out of here.
Are we going back to the
Donkey.
glorious hole?
There we go. As you guys are now currently kind of on the outsides of the high forest. As the second that you land, like your feet strike the ground, or you just are floating, as for some fairy folk, you feel the rush of cool air just hit your skin as you are no longer surrounded by fire or being choked by smoke. And you can feel like you can breathe for a moment. And then you look as the sky is still red. You still see the eclipse. You see smoke billowing in the distance of Waterdeep burning. And you see as it's burning, and then I'll have you have to roll perception for this actually. You see this fiery ball flying up into the sky. And then you watch as it detonates over the city, and you watch as this shockwave just rocks through the city. And you watch as buildings crumble. You watch as fire just kind of raises the area around it. And I'm gonna have everyone roll me a dexterity saving throw for the shockwave.
Okay.
Are we having a your thumb or mine moment?
The
Yeah.
tower.
Does it matter if Myria's flying or no?
It is like a concussive shockwave, like from like a bomb dropping. So you gotta
What I wanted to make sure though.
15.
Dex save.
pass.
21.
30,
That's a pass.
30, 20.
That's a pass.
11.
11. That's a fail.
Figured.
14.
So you fall on your ass, and that's a fail.
I hit a tree.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're so tiny and light. You just go. Whoop.
Yeah. You just whack into the tree.
whack.
Well, Tarsius is
I,
so
I,
tired.
I had a. Hold on.
As I'll say, Hawk, for you, you just kind of like stumble and you take a knee to prevent yourself from falling on anyone. So as you watch, as Waterdeep has just become encapsulated by a firebomb. And that is where we're going to take a break.
Alright.
So that way you guys can decide what your next move now is. You are now You survived the siege. You got the mask out of the city. Now you get to decide what now.
What?
Now what?
Hold on, I got
Alright.
a very niche thing.
Be back in a few.
All
So we can
right.
all let dogs out, go do
Yeah.
bathroom breaks, fill up on snacks, all the good stuff.
All right, see you guys
Drink
in a minute.
fucking water.
Water.
Yeah.
a gelatinous cube. Look at this poor bloke. That's his femur sticking out. He tried to stab him. Made him mad. That's his shield. It's melty.
All right. So, you guys are just now shaking off the dust of the shockwave that has, for the better part, practically leveled Waterdeep. As you just see fire just slowly engulfing the coastline. As you're watching from your perch on this rolling slope that kind of leads down the high road towards Waterdeep, as you are now on the edge of the high forest where you have all teleported to safety. You still have the blue dragon mask. You, for the most part, still have your lives. But you know that you left behind a lot of people. There was Ferris and the young pages of the Paladin Order. There was Chadington and his wife Samantha, your parents, Tarsius and Cordelia. You left behind Uncle West, Uncle Care, Xavier, Jakey, the Dragonborn assistant to Jakey, Mithrun, as well as a bunch of people that honestly didn't know what was happening. As you guys are just kind of there, taking it in. What do we do?
Oh. After taking my 1 point in exhaustion, mark that down. We look towards to our adults. Okay. Where do we go? We go to a cave. We go to a bigger dragon. We go to, and I'm just gonna like start listing bigger like ideas that don't make any sense.
Let's find somewhere safe to stay at for the night. For starters.
In the woods.
Would you rather be in the fucking Flaming City?
No, I just don't safe where in the woods?
There's always someplace safe in the woods. Just depends on where you're looking. So let's find that place, and let's try and knock her down. Little one, why did you bring us here?
Patience.
Yeah, Patience is kind of like not paying attention because she's looking in the direction of where we were just at.
You're just gonna go up and just like tap on Patience's temple and be like, Patience, come back to right.
Yeah.
Back over here. Why did we come to here?
Yeah, she'll kind of look to Myria and then look to Cole, and she's just like, this place is home.
As Cole will explain to you, we used to live out here in a little cabin in the woods. It's been a while, and I don't know if it's completely, well, I don't know if it's still livable. I've been, basically.
Maybe not a good idea. There's a bodak in there.
There's a what?
What?
What did you what? Rosemary.
I didn't put it there.
What?
Put it there.
Thought it was a fish.
I did turn it into a fish.
What's a fish?
Alright,
Yeah,
if
so
the
there
Bodak
might
House
be a
isn't
really
very cool,
nasty smelling fish in there now, so.
if the Bodak House isn't where we can go, then there is obviously somewhere else. Is this forest called Druids?
Yeah.
You know where?
I'm not a druid, so not really.
She's gonna look at Cole and be like, "I know you're not the fucking druid, but do you happen to know where they are?"
What gave it away?
Oh, gee, I don't
Well,
know. The fire.
oh yeah, you're definitely one of their friends. Well, yes. I don't really know where they are. I do know of potential areas where they hang out. I'm sure with times as they currently are, they're a little nomadic. They just tend to pick up and go where it's safe.
That's fair. Well, let us at least start walking to whichever direction one of those locations is. At least it's something
All right.
rather than just standing here twiddling our thumbs.
I'm gonna look through my bag.
All right, so
and grab like my
Okay.
my gentleman's school badge for Eagle Scouting in the woods. I'm like,
all right, yeah.
I earned one of these, so I'm pretty good in the woods. I can start looking and scouting ahead if we need to.
Oh, that's wonderful. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
Okay, I'm really tired though. So, Myria, I'm just talking adjacent to you at this moment in time because
That's
I do
fair.
have a disadvantage to all checks now because of my exhaustion. So, Tarsius's mind
Yes,
is
you'll
in the
notice
right
that
place,
Tarsius
but
just kind of
he's not there.
he's just kind of wobbling on his feet right now.
I'm gonna be next to Tarsius, basically trying to be his snake cane, if you will.
All right.
Even though he refused to, he'll probably still be holding onto my shoulder so that because he's.
I'm
Probably
gonna say
like
no, but I'm still doing it.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, disadvantage on all ability checks. Yep, okay. I mean, I am trained in survival, but I do have a disadvantage on it. So I could do it.
All right, just go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Yes,
All
you can roll the
Are
thing.
people doing survival checks?
2 3s.
Nice.
So total of a 7.
All right. So,
sorry, total of a 10. Sorry,
you start.
plus 7, so 10. Sorry.
All right, so you watch as for everybody watches as Tarsius is looking at his compass. And he's just like, "Yep," and he starts walking, following his compass. But then you watch as his compass leads him like around in a U-turn, and he starts heading back up the road towards Waterdeep.
Oh no.
Patience would probably go and stop
What?
Tarsius.
I'm really sleepy.
I know. Me too.
Okay. Can you piggyback ride?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I can roll.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything that anyone else will be doing in this moment as you guys are basically trying to find your direction and
I mean,
head back?
Myria would attempt to try and fly like up to the top of the canopy and see if she can see signs of anything.
All right. Yeah. So you are going to fly up to the canopy. I'm going to have you roll me a perception.
Hey.
I'm just helping Tarsius.
Patients also
Fair
do
enough.
survival.
That's fair. Yeah, do that.
What?
Well,
Cordelia helping Tarsius. So what'd you get for
Thank you.
12.
12? So you fly up to take a gander at the high forest, and you're used to trying to survey through like very dense forests, but you look and it's a lot of trees. Like you realize that you are at the very beginning of what turns into a very dense forest, and it kind of like as the trees keep going back, you watch they get bigger and gnarlier and more ancient.
Fucking stupid ancient ass forests. I thought I got out of those when I left the fucking Feywild. God fucking damn it.
I
Alright.
mean, at least the trees aren't walking.
Or trying to eat me.
That's very true.
Yeah.
It's something.
That's fair. And she's just gonna go back and be like, I can't fucking see it. There's too many goddamn trees. And they're just getting deeper and gnarlier and bigger as they're going along deeper into this forest. We're at the very fucking edge though.
Can patients roll survival?
You may.
I might be
Yes.
stretching here, but can I roll maybe history if I've read something from my studies about
Sure.
this forest?
You got a 25 on survival.
I will give you. I will definitely give you a history with advantage since you have been to this forest before.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness for an advantage. That wasn't that one first. And then it's not any better. That's a 10.
Okay. From what you remember, this forest used to be, like how Myria described it, trees trying to eat you. Things were haunted. There were like shades and ghouls like skulking about.
Mhm.
But now that you are no longer in that, as you guys had fixed that problem, it's very different. It feels a lot safer, if you could say that. Definitely a lot different from what you remember, because the forest was constantly changing on all of you and, moving you about in a maze. So all you know is it's the forest. You know that if you keep going a certain direction, you'll find a cave where there is a very dead green dragon body and a lot of cultists' bodies. You know that there's a cabin somewhere in the woods, and you know that the druids are a little bit deeper into the forest.
Okay. I'll just say that out loud. Like, I'm sorry,
Okay.
I don't really remember much.
Patients got a 25 on survival.
Nice.
Okay. So patience, you'll start leading everyone in, and it kind of starts to become muscle memory for you as you kind of lead through, and I'll say that also with a little bit of your father's help as well, you kind of start to recollect like bits of your childhood that you spent in the woods. Which trees, your Papa Addy would teach you how to climb by like holding your feet against the trunk and watching you kind of scale up it with him holding you by your armpits. You remember which Tarsius, don't eat those berries. Those berries are going to give you a really bad tummy ache, but you can eat these berries and they taste really sweet. And and eventually you kind of start to find a kind of like a path that's kind of worn into the forest that only in a way like wildlife and those that traverse into the forest follow as you go deeper. And as you do that, I will say Why are we time checking?
9:30. Oh, it's only
9:30
8:30 there. Just kidding. I'm like 9:30. It's 9:30.
Like, why are we time checking? What happened?
My bad. Time
Okay.
differences.
We have different times of hunting.
I will have.
You're not in Texas anymore.
Texas watch.
Okay, it's okay. I will have people roll me a perception as I'm like panic building a map.
Sorry.
Don't mind me.
I will roll like.
Purity 20.
14.
16.
Okay. All right.
I rolled a 17.
17. Okay. So who? So for the most part, from what I heard, everyone but Tarsius rolled above
14.
a 15.
Yeah, I'm below 15.
Buddy.
Yep.
Oh, buddy.
I'm tired. He needs a nappy.
That is A-okay. Gonna put you right there, and that is what we're gonna have for right now. And I'm gonna export this real fucking fast.
Tarsius needs to go Nini's.
Neenies. Sometimes you try really hard and you get so far.
Save.
But in the end,
Save.
it just
Does it
goes
really
neenies.
matter?
So
If anyone wants to have any character building moments, feel free.
So I have to ask this question. When Myria mentioned about the trees, you could eat her. Did she say that out loud?
Yes.
For the most part.
What trees eat you? Like, I know there's tree ants in the forest, but
The Feywild is full of all sorts of weird things. And the forests there are alive in a literal sense. They walk, they talk, they eat, they feast, they fight. I don't know if they fuck because I haven't exactly tried watching a tree fornicate. But they definitely try to eat you if you're not exactly a large person.
huh?
I mean, we eat plants.
I mean-
Plants can eat people.
My
Makes
Papa
sense.
Addie talks about the Feywild, but she'll just come back to Cole. I don't think I'm allowed to go there.
No, it probably wouldn't be a good idea, especially with the people that taught him that's still there. And she's just
Wait,
looking
people
at
that
Cole
taught
with
you
a shit-eating grin.
It's like, okay.
Aye, they taught him a good bunch when he was about your age.
Huh?
I think it's part of the reason that he doesn't ever want to step foot in the Feywild. Of course, knowing those two, I wouldn't want to either.
I'll just be like, and look back over at Cole. Like, what did you do?
It's not important.
Larceny. Pause.
Like I'll tell you when you're older. Where did all of my things go?
Where's your hairbrush?
Hawk's
Oh,
still
no.
huge.
I'm gonna have to do it like
used to
this.
tell
This
me
is-
Oh no,
it was-
Hawk would have deflated.
Yes, Hawk
would
would've-
when I got bigger, but then I did get bigger, and then it became when I get older. I think I'm older now, but they still don't tell me things.
You have to be a certain level of old in order to hear a lot of the things.
Oh.
When you get to be my age, kind of things stop really caring, and all those people saying, "Oh, I'll tell you when you're older," the shit they're trying to tell you really doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, but
You
my
just
Papa asked
know-
that I'm technically an adult.
Well, okay, by druid customs, yes. But you are still, and we agreed that we were going to, co-raise you in your two different cultures. But we have to respect that while you are, yes, an adult in druid culture, outside of druid culture, you are still not an adult, and there's a lot of things that you should not be doing as a child. And I'm not saying that to belittle you. I'm just saying that to, help you grow up in a more adjusted manner.
She'll just stand there and just look at Cole, and it's like, but technically now we're in the high forest again, so that kind of makes me an adult.
Hawk just leans down to Myria and is like, I actually think the kid might be the most well-adjusted person in this whole party.
You'd be surprised.
That's true.
I'm not. I'm very not adjusted.
Miri's gonna look at Patience and be like, "Aye, little one, we may be in the forest where they're classified as a quote unquote adult, but you ain't quite to the level of adult that we can explain all of these things to you."
Fine.
Hawk,
Well-
be a kid while you can be a kid.
Well, here's the thing, Patience. In druid customs, you're an adult. We're not druids.
Damn, she just got you. Crazy.
I don't mind giving you independence and you're a tough kid, but honestly, you're not doing much being a kid right now, and it's kind of sad.
She'll just kind of just stand there and shrug, and it's like, I mean, I was kidnapped when I was 3.
Oh no, it's not by any fault of
Yes,
your own.
thank
What
you
I'm saying
for
is just,
reminding
like,
me,
don't
Rosemary.
rush. Hawk's like, no, it's not that. Like, obviously that wasn't your fault, but like, don't feel rushed to continue to grow up at that same pace and do all that. Take your time. Being an adult sucks.
Yeah, and also when adults say, "We'll tell you when you get older," it's because they just don't know the answer to it.
Oh.
At least that's what I think.
Or they don't feel comfortable answering it, or
Or that too.
Okay, but you guys are like telling me like, don't grow up just yet. Still be a kid. I don't even know what that means.
it means you should still be doing things simply because you enjoy them. Not that that's a thing that only kids should do, but like most kids your age do things because they enjoy them, not because they have to.
You know how, like, when I asked, like, first if she wants to play Houses and Humans, and she's like, no, I have responsibilities now. That's adulting. But a kid would be like, yeah, let's go play Houses and Humans. And now you're like, I gotta go do taxes, and I gotta go mow the lawn, and I gotta go file paperwork. That adults do that.
It's boring. Kind of.
That's why I am not an adult. Cause
What are
I don't do
taxes?
that. It's when the government steals from you, but you have to do it anyway.
And they tell you that they're going to use the money for certain things, and they never do.
Mm-hmm. That's what Pop-Up told me.
Technically, if you could do a write-off.
I mean, if it's a business expense, you can just write it off.
It's a business. Just write it off.
They allocate money for things like public education, and then they just don't give schools the money.
Yeah, that's a write-off.
I'm looking at you, Lone Star State.
Don't worry.
Anyway.
Instead of having money that goes to people and patients, it should go to a $3,000 dog. Because the police need more money, even though we have more money than some fucking nations. Because the Houston Police Department definitely needs more money.
Clearly, yeah, obviously. So,
Anyway,
that's besides the
back
point.
to the real world.
Back to games.
D&D.
Children games.
Back to our escapism.
So, for those that rolled above a 15 on that perception check, thank you, by the way, for remembering that. Because I just forgot until just now. You get the sense that you're being followed.
Love that.
Not cool, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Get the sense of what?
You're being followed.
Oh no.
And it is... Yes.
I guess just RP purposes. So like while I'm helping Tarsius do that, one of my snakes pokes me and gives me that little
There's a little Morse code tap on your cheek.
And then I kind of look over my shoulder, try to look which way. Do I see anything?
And you will see...
I rolled a 17. If that's the thing.
And Hawk, you rolled like a dirty 20, I believe?
Yep.
Okay. Myria, what did you roll?
Yes.
Hang on. I forgot 14.
14, okay. Alright. And Patience, what did you roll?
16.
Okay. So, Hawk, you will see it. Cordelia, you will just hear it as it kind of ducks into the brush. And when you hear it duck into the brush, you hear what sounds like something quadruped as it kind of rushes into the brush. And it's very big. And Hawk, you see it. It's very big. It is this large, like you see like this large, scaly creature just rush into the bush.
Scaly.
Hawk, like, what the hell was that? He's gonna have his sword out.
Okay.
Patience is gonna also not a sword, but she has her bow and arrow, so.
So Hawk, you say, "What the hell was that?" And you feel something kind of like rest onto your shoulder, very sharp and pointy.
Yeah, just leap up out of his butt. Oh, he'd probably turn and swing.
What the hell was what? Oh, okay. Roll to attack.
We're on edge. We just watched Waterdeep burn down. The guy we liked ran away. Our sister's dead. The other person we
That's
think
fair.
of as a sister almost died. We're going
It was
through
really funny.
Also, DM, you should probably shrink down Hawk.
Yes, he is small now.
I'm on a completely different map right now, so.
As small as Hawk could be, at any rate. Yeah. Yeah, he'll jump. What did you say
Emotionally
to
or
roll?
physically?
Sorry.
Attack.
Oh, emotionally.
You're swinging
we're
to
on
attack, so
roll.
roll to attack.
Oh, unarmed strike. Great. Oh, that's good. Just a 2.
That off.
So 11.
11. Okay.
Oh, but
Great.
he's
I
a
love
wizard.
that for him.
Like, oh,
No, but he's actually better than
hit.
most. He's better than most wizards, actually.
That's fair. If that had been Grayson,
So you just kind of swing, and so you swing, and the sword hits into the trunk of the tree behind you, and you see as Stranger is practically planking on that very tree. Like his toes are just above where you embedded the sword, as he's just like very horizontal, and he's just like leaning forward, like on his arms, like he's laying casually, but he's standing like on the tree with some like his little slippers.
I'm gonna buckle
this
my.
is where you went. Surprised you're not in Waterdeep. I'm glad you weren't in Waterdeep. For the record.
Wow, I am so very sad and heartened that you would want to wish that upon me.
I wouldn't wish that upon you.
And he looks over your shoulder, Hawk, and he like does a little finger wave at Myria. Thank you for the favor.
We're a fucking square now.
Oh, Hawk's gonna
Starting
stop and be
now.
like, wait, hold on. And he's gonna turn around and look back for where the thing crawled behind the bushes. He's like, hold on, if you're here, what was that?
Oh, don't worry about them.
Him.
Yeah, and Stranger's gonna whistle, and you see as this huge blue dragon head pokes out of the bush. and it is a large blue guard drake. So basically, like a wingless
Aw.
dragon puppy.
Okay.
It's Luther. Okay. Oh, so excited.
Let me
Oh,
throw him right here just to get for scale.
it's Luther.
For scale.
See if I can
For scale.
still Damn. Yes, I can.
Yes, I can. Summon
Tabby, you're
Gren.
going in and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going in and out. But yes, let me get Gren for you. Oh, let me find him first. Hold on. You little bitch, where are you?
Hawk freaks out for a second, like, wait, what? Is that friendly?
I mean, it depends.
I mean, I'm not gonna
there
try
he
to
is.
hurt it if it doesn't.
And then he
Try
just
to
he like crawls his way out of the bush, as you summon Gren, patience, and he kind of like appears out of like a little puff of dirt, just shakes himself off, and then just starts like throwing himself on you because he's so happy to see you.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so sorry, buddy, that happened. But look here, another potential friend.
And the guard drake looks at Gren, and he just like rears back, and he just like jumps out of the bush, and it's like a very big dog meeting a small dog, where he like goes and he puts his nose immediately in Gren's face, and it's just staring at him, and you're watching as his like little tail is like trying to wag,
just
and Gren is just like one eye staring at Luther, the other eye staring into the distance,
It's
and then
just
Gren snaps
gazing
at him.
him.
Yeah, as small dogs will to a bigger dog.
Yeah.
Patience, and you're just like, okay, yeah, be nice.
Yeah, anyway, I think you guys look like shit. So you might want to take a load off.
Yeah, well, we've got here trying to get out of Waterdeep with our mission still intact. But
So
yeah,
what the
obviously.
fuck happened? You just completely just flattened it? Was that the goal?
No.
Normally I don't fuck up that bad.
That was
That's not true.
Cormorant, the red dragon, killing himself so he could be a god.
Because
Right,
that
there's-
always works.
Right.
It might
Someone
have.
trying to steal your thunder there.
I feel like it shouldn't count if you kill yourself. Like, I feel like you should have to be killed.
It's a whole it's a thing. Hold on, I need to have a snack real quick. And he pulls out like something that's fleshy, and he just like takes a straw and sticks it into it and just like starts drinking it.
Is it an icy straw?
Yeah. So you can scoop it later.
So you can scoop it. Ew! Oh! It's so gross.
Oh, don't worry, I didn't even know him.
It's just as fun as the last 100 fucking
Did you
times
know
I've
that
seen
the
it.
liver is like the best source of iron you can get?
Yes.
Yes. That's why a lot of people eat liver and onions all the time, my man.
Yeah, well, I'm on an all liquid diet.
I think
Oh,
that's
wait,
a weird choice.
Hawk, where did you get the guard drake?
Oh, that's not mine. He belongs to your sister.
Would Myria know Luther?
Run me history. Well, history with advantage, because if he hangs around, if by adjacent the owner of Luther hangs around with Stranger, then Luther hangs around. So, and if you
24.
hang around with Beerus, Stranger hangs around.
Yeah.
24. Yeah, you know Luther.
We're just gonna go over and like hold a hand out to give Luther scritches and be like, "This is the one."
Hawk be like, yeah, that's real funny considering my sister's now the avatar of Tiamat. Really.
He doesn't fucking know, does he?
He doesn't. It's funnier this way. No, but sometimes
fair.
she has the ego like she is.
Hawk just like, it just. Hawk like, anyway.
Wow, you're really
so,
not,
yeah.
You're really not fun anymore. Okay. Anyway,
My whole
I guess
family
if you're
just
going-
died.
so cry
I mean-
me a fucking river.
You technically just said that your sister is the avatar of Tiamat, so she's still technically alive.
She's not my sister. She is a
Inhabiting
vessel.
your sister's
So is she your
body is
sister
better.
or isn't she? You have to pick a lane here.
The body was my sister's. I don't know that she's
So
still
is she
in there.
dead? Is she alive? Like, you need to... You're
I don't
giving
think
me a
she's still
headache,
trying
and
to
you're
figure that out.
depressing me. I know, it's depressing me right now.
Hawk, like, what happened to we
Not to-
look like shit? Can we go find somewhere to just...
Well, I was going to offer you a nice luxury stay at the B&B, but, you know, if you're going to act like this and just completely kill the vibe, then maybe I don't want to.
Hawk, like, and you have a B&B in the woods.
I
Why?
do, and it's very, very nice.
Please tell me it's not the place the kid was talking about with the bodak.
No. At least I don't think there's one staying there right now. I don't know. There's like a revolving door of guests every now and then. The hostess is very what's the word? Sociable.
Eccentric.
You know it.
Where's the door?
That's right here, and he's gonna like step aside, and he's gonna be like, can you please move your sword?
Hawk will just pull his sword out of the tree.
Thank you very much. And he's gonna just knock on the on the tree, and then there's gonna be a door that just appears on the tree. After you.
After I what?
Myria's just gonna push Hawk through the door.
Oh, great! Hawk's the first one that gets to go, and I love this. So, you all, Stranger's just like, oh, let Luther in last. We're trying to teach him boundaries or some shit. I don't know. That's what his sister's husband is saying. He wants to teach the Luther boundaries.
Make him sit first.
Good fucking luck with that one. That creature is just as stubborn as his fucking owner.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like they just feed off each other's energies. Anyway, so Hawk, you get pushed through the door, and the first thing you see when you enter that door is a beholder floating there, staring at you with this big eye, well, with several other small eyes, and and from the mini that I had to grab in panic, it doesn't do her justice, but she is always done up because she's always expecting guests. So, she's got these big false eyelashes. She's got the little blue powdered wig. She's got some pearls kind of around each eye stalk. And she's got these big red lips.
Hawk is going to try to backpedal so hard.
Mary's gonna like arm around Hawk's
me
neck and be like, don't fucking worry. She won't harm you unless you harm her.
Hawk, you know. Hawk, who's like, I've read about these in stories.
Congratulations. Use your words, my dude.
Which, for the rest of you, you all remember Aunt Betsy.
Patience just poking her head in like, oh, hi, Aunt Betsy.
Oh, well, hello there. Oh, you got so big. Look at you. Oh,
His white screen.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're gonna have to reload.
I got yeeted.
No.
I rolled 20 a minute ago.
I had to reload because all I saw was orange.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay.
And Luther just kind of like plows his way past all of you, and he goes to like lay down in front of the couch.
Oh, I'm not on it? Good for them.
Yeah, he's learning.
Training's paying off, I see.
No, but one of the things I was going to have Patience mention, though, is before she would have walked in, she would have looked back at her dad and be like, Papa, are you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I'm gonna go sit down. Cole's just gonna go, and he's gonna sit on the couch and just stare forward. Just reliving a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna grab my sister. Okay.
It's like, we're in a beholder's den.
I might be lucid here a little bit. When the devil popped up.
Oh, honey, you look tired.
And then, hello, ma'am.
You look like you need something to eat. Let me go get you something.
Thank you.
And she's gonna float off into the kitchen. She's gonna come back, and she's gonna have this tray floating behind her that's gonna have tea and biscuits and this nice big like cherry pie that's just still steaming
Can't
from coming
say
out of the
no to
oven.
tea and cherry pie. I'm like, okay,
Get yourself a seat. I apologize for the lack of furniture. I've been in a bit of spring cleaning, trying to redecorate is all.
Okay.
But and she'll like, conjure up some chairs for you all to sit.
Oh, how nice. I like being exhausted. Things. There's the devil comes out, there's a big puppy, very nice lady, gives you tea.
Hawk, like, I am so confused.
You'll get used to it.
Yeah, so be nice and say hello to your Aunt Betsy. Aunt Betsy. And he's gonna and Stranger's gonna like grab you by the shoulders and like kind of like put his claws onto your like shoulder plates as you hear like his nails tick against the metal. Like, Aunt Betsy, this is who I've been talking about. This is your nephew. Go ahead and introduce yourself, nephew. He's gonna shove you forward.
Hawk, like, hi. I'm
It's like, whoop.
Nicodemus. You can Hawkins. Nicodemus Hawkins.
And the beholder's gonna like just is floating very uncomfortably close to you as her big eye just kind of like roves you up and down, and she opens her mouth and you see like the rows of sharp teeth behind the painted lips as she just gasps and she's just like, "Oh my word, you are the spitting image of her."
Is she here?
She just stepped out, actually.
Did she take the rabbit with her?
She did.
Fucking stupid rabbit.
The Keister Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's his cousin.
oh. Hawk, like, spitting image of who?
Oh, when she comes back, we have someone for you to meet. It'll be great. Consider this like a little cheering up present, I guess.
Okay.
Auntie, where do you keep the good whiskey?
Oh, now, miss, you know where it is. And she's gonna slide this little globe, globe shaped bar set comes out and pops open, and then you see the glasses and the drinks.
Hawk just like
This one is poured and flies into your hand.
Hawk just looks at it and Betsy and's like, "Excuse me for just a second. I think I need to sit down."
Look, you look quite faint. You know what? You need something to eat.
Hawk is literally he's like, maybe, and he's gonna like trudge over to where Cole is sitting. And he's gonna sit down next to Cole and be like, "Could you hit
Just hear
me?"
Cole muttering to himself. We're in a beholder's den. We're in a beholder's den. We're in a beholder's den.
Hawk's gonna be like, "Can you hit me like?"
He
really
looks at
hard?"
you. Beholder's den.
Hawk like, "Yeah, hit me."
I
like,
mean-
on the back of the head, like, really hard. I don't feel like this is real. I'm confused.
It's like, well, I don't think hitting you on the head's gonna do much, honestly. But he's gonna like grab like a part of your neck is exposed and kind of twist to pinch it.
Like Hawk like, yeah, okay. Just wanted to be knocked out. Guess that's fine. I don't think you could probably knock me out by hitting me anyway.
We're in a beholder's den, and my daughter is calling the beholder by name.
How loud is Colby?
I mean, he's mainly talking to Hawk. We are also in a very cozy, like, grandma living room, so if anybody goes to sit, the couch is covered in plastic. Like,
Oh. You know what? No, it's fine because Hawk's wearing armor, so he can't feel it.
yes,
Like, good. So
Yeah.
Hawk's wearing armor, so he doesn't have to feel the nasty, sweaty, sticky grossness of plastic covered furniture. Gross.
And as you guys are like filing in and like finding spots to get comfortable, you see as little like brooms and dustpans kind of like sweep up the spot where you just walked in at, and then they disappear.
Patience would have behaved and actually wiped her hooves off on the little mat that would have been probably at the door.
Yeah. His Aunt Betsy's like, well, stranger told me I was going to have guests. He was a little squirrely about the numbers, but it doesn't matter. I cook for an army anyway.
Talk like, yeah, he is kind of squirrely. Like a really skinny squirrel. Like a really skinny, greasy.
Yeah. Patience is gonna...
I kind of like to socially identify as any inconvenient vermin. So, as he kind of walks on the ceiling.
Talk like, I wouldn't
Skitters,
call
like a
inconvenient.
roach.
Clearly, you've never had an infestation.
No. Can't say I have.
Yeah. Patience probably gonna move over to Cole. Just be like, Dad, are you okay?
I'm great. I'm fine. I'm great.
She's really nice. I've met her before.
I could see. Yes, she's very. And he's just like staring at the table, like she's very lovely.
I'm assuming this is Patience also walking over with a biscuit in hand.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Maybe you should eat a biscuit.
Gren
really
like
good.
climbs onto the sofa and sits behind Cole, and then just is staring at Luther.
Oh, I thought he was going to be staring at the biscuit. Oh.
Well, he's got one eye on Luther, one eye on the biscuit.
There you go.
Beansprout
Multitasking.
really shouldn't worry too much. If she wanted to hurt you, she would have.
Yeah. I'm collecting that. I thank you. Yes.
What?
Um.
No, she's a very nice lady. She made tea.
As a teacup floats into your hand, Tarsius.
Oh, nice. Darcy's like, this is so nice and cozy and warm.
He's about to have the best fucking
Yeah.
nap.
He's gonna snore so fucking
Next, she's
hard.
gonna pull out the fucking tiger blanket, and you know that nap's gonna be
Oh,
good.
hell yeah. Fucking tiger blanket. Tiger's all blue and shit.
The tiger blanket.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Afghan blankets
Fuck
too.
yeah.
Like, just all...
Like, and it smells so like cozy and homey, and you're like, and you don't know if this is the magic of the place itself, but it kind of relaxes you a lot. So she's like, well, I'll let you decompress. I'm gonna go ahead and get some rooms made up for y'all, and she's gonna kind of disappear through the wall and head off to go do the thing she's gonna do.
Like, as Tarsius is leaning into the chair that she just brought for him, he's gonna look towards Cordelia. Do you think when she says she's gonna make them up, is she gonna conjure them from nothing, or is she gonna, like, tidy them up? And then just fucking goes to sleep.
I'm just gonna tuck them in.
Like,
You just tuck the little tiger blanket up to his chin, like pat him on the head.
Like his little peats is poking out and it's too small. The blanket's too small.
Yeah.
Little hoopsies.
The little hooves are just sticking out from the bottom of the blanket. Well, and Stranger's just like kind of like walking in circles on the ceiling. It's like, knowing Aunt Betsy, she's going to conjure the rooms and then she'll tidy them. He likes to be thorough.
Hawk is gonna sit there and like, she brought tea and things out. Other people are eating, and he seemed like it's probably okay to eat. And he's gonna take a biscuit. And he's gonna take another biscuit, and he's gonna sit there and double fist eating biscuits. Looking like
Or
he's
just
on the
Sitting there
verge
just
of
stuffing biscuits in your mouth.
He looks like he's about to have a breakdown again. And his emotional support cleric isn't here.
Stranger's gonna So you're just gonna walk down off the wall and just kind of like lean over the back of the couch where you're sitting. Hawkins, like, I was going to make a joke about how now that you ate the biscuits, you're trapped here forever, but you kind of look like a very fun right now.
I feel very.
In fact, you look like you might cry. You want to cry about it? I mean, I won't like it, but I think you need to.
Hawk is gonna like shake his head, and as he's like taking big bites of a biscuit, he's gonna like shove the remainder of one of those biscuits in his mouth very unceremoniously, and he's gonna be chewing it. And he's gonna have that moment where like I fucked up because I can't swallow this because it's dry. Like you do with biscuits.
How
And
dare
then
you call it Betsy's biscuits
Take it
dry?
out with a biscuit.
it doesn't matter how
Here.
it doesn't matter how moist a biscuit is, it'll happen. You can absolutely choke on any
Those are
kind
some buttery biscuits, but I mean, at the rate he's shoveling those biscuits in his mouth, he's about to choke.
Yeah. And he's gonna sit there, and as he's like sitting there working on chewing that biscuit, if you just start to see like the big crocodile tears roll. Like,
Oh God! Like, oh, I was not being serious.
and yeah, he's gonna sit there and finish that, and just kind of like he's gonna sit there and try to stop crying. It's kind of gonna work, but he's still visibly upset. Like, nothing is solved, and
Don't
now
do that.
a bunch of people died, and he's like, and Waterdeep is leveled, and we couldn't stop it, and then like add it to the list, add it to my generous supply of shortcomings, add it to my destructive path. We're gonna spiral into some self-pity. It won't be cute.
Okay, like, calm down, maybe. And like, Stranger's gonna like reach into his sleeve of his very dirty coat, and he's gonna pull out what looks like a mummified like monkey hand, and he's just gonna kind of reach out and like gently pat Hawk on the shoulder with it, like,
No.
there. That's really rough, buddy. But you want to hear something really depressing?
Sure.
This is only your first apocalypse. These happen like every 10, 20 years. So, by your second one, you're just like, someone else will take care of it.
At least you hope they will.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry, there's going to be a new problem that's going to happen after this one blows over. And then, someone's going to come to you, and then you realize, oh no, I'm the guy that they come to ask for help. And then you're like, it's their problem now. It's a vicious cycle. First, you're the anxious hero trying to save everything, and then you become the person that you're like, why are you in my shop breaking my pots? Don't grab that. That's not for free.
Hawk, like, have you stopped an apocalypse?
No.
Okay.
Well, technically, actually, the details are a little fuzzy. You could say maybe yes, we did, but that depends on who you ask.
Patience just kind of like listening, and then she looks over at her dad, like, you did, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess so, more or less. First, you stop one goddess of nightmares from trying to throw the world into chaos. And then you go and you stop an archduchess from usurping another devil lord's throne. And now here you are, sitting on the couch in a beholder's den, while the Queen of Dragons is trying to destroy the world and rend it into chaos.
Life is funny, isn't it?
It's so funny!
The energy that had for me, hold on. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just, he's really right. This really does happen like every 10 years or so, give or take. Crap.
We can really think about moving to the Feywild. We don't have to deal with any of this shite. At least not this, but often.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to just watch everything burn from the other side. Not bothered.
That's very true.
But sometimes the Raven Queen decides to do something, and everyone loses their shit. Those are the fun days.
All that's going on, I feel like Patience is gonna look over at Huck and just be like, Mr. Hawk, would you like a hug?
Yeah, I'll take a hug.
She'll just go over and give him a hug.
Hawk gets a big ol' hug from Patience. Patience, you were absolutely crushed in a hug that Hawk desperately needed.
There you go.
Yes. He's Mrs. Nesbit.
This is Nesbit.
Cole is Mrs. Nesbit right now.
Yes. 1 minute, you're defending the whole galaxy. The next minute, you're sucking down Darjeeling with Marie Antoinette and her little sister. Yeah, Hoggle, yeah. Give a very, very snug hug without, he's like, can't hurt the kid, can't squeeze that hard, but big hug. Like, that is what's tethering him to this earth at the moment.
We should probably just rest and see.
You're coming in and out again, Tabby.
Patience would say we just rest here and see where we go from next.
I mean, Hawk will sit there and be like, so technically we just have to make it through this eclipse, well, the eclipse, the whatever the fuck is going on that they needed things to align for. And then we're clear until the next solstice? Equinox? Full moon.
Whenever
Like,
my
is every...
birthday is.
Oh god.
So
when
like
is
soon.
When is the little one's birthday?
I believe we said it was going to be
Soon.
within a few days. Yes,
Okay.
very soon.
Like, cool. So if we can
Let's
manage
say
to wait it out.
so starting the next day tomorrow, it'll be the eve of the solstice.
Okay. Hawk, like, so if we can keep it out of their hands till then, are we like in the clear, or is this something like every solstice is a new opportunity? I don't know how any of this works.
I think you're going to need to take that to an expert.
Great. Let me just find someone who has an expertise in dragon masks.
Peeking around Hawk. Do you know an expert? It's a stranger.
And in that moment,
I am the expert.
the door to Aunt Betsy's opens again.
Ooh.
And hey, Donkey walks in. He just trundles in.
Spud.
Let me shrink him down a little. There we go. This donkey just kind of trundles in, just gives a little... and just goes over and starts eating some biscuits on the table. And behind him, Janva and Gala come in. So let me get them on the map. And they both look like shit. Like, you see, like, burns kind of, like, hitting them in patches on the arm. You see them covered in soot and sweat. Part of Janva's armor is, like, slightly, like, you can see, like, the edges, like, starting to melt from a very, like, blast of intense heat. And and you see as Gal is just kind of carrying Janva slightly as they're kind of supporting each other. As Janva will just kind of drop her sword.
Myria will fly over and help both of them, and don't have much, but she's going to cast a Cure Wounds on each of them.
Gal will be, thank you. Appreciate it. And Janva will just nod to you in thanks.
So one of them will get 13, one of them will get 9.
Very nice. That'll definitely help them out. So they're not limping as badly.
Yeah, she'll still help them around.
Yeah.
Hawk will, like, as they walk in, like, kind of stand up and be like, How did you get out?
And she'll she'll just kind of like motion to the donkey. He kind of helps when you have a golden dragon on standby.
Oh, Hawk's gonna look at Spud.
It's just gonna look at you. He's just chewing a biscuit.
You know what? I'm gonna run with it.
Oh, what? I'm like right next to the donkey.
As the donkey will then like reach over with his very articulated lips, grab himself a cup of tea, and just start kind of drinking from it. His little tail's just kind of wagging. And the tail's like wagging in Tarsius' face as he's napping, so it's like, meh.
Hawk is gonna sit there and look at them and be like, was the city like a total loss? Have you heard from anybody at the tavern? Xavier? Care?
Xavier, well, luckily for Xavier, he's handled hotter heats, as Gallo will be speaking. Care and Wester, fine. Carabao as well. Your uncles are great. They're grand. It also helps when you have a gigantic flaming mountain of a man to shield from most of the blast.
Yeah.
And then Hawk will be like, what about the people that were in the keep with the Chadingtons?
Everyone should be accounted for. There was... The blast was intense. It collapsed part of the underground network of Waterdeep, but that's where most of the guild of... the Council of Nobility hid. So, for now, the Paladin orders are taking a head count, trying to clear the debris. The city guard is trying to search for survivors, but it's a mess. We lost a lot of people. We lost a lot of structures. But Waterdeep is a massive city. The castle was ground zero, so most of the damage was done to the nearby districts, but the outer districts, like the gates and the docks, were, for the most part, it's rebuildable.
At that,
But,
Hawk will take a breath, like it's not a total loss.
It's manageable, I say. As Janva will just kind of look to you all. We do have a bigger problem. Cormoranth has now ascended into something greater than what he is. I don't know if you've all heard of it, but it is this mythic creature known as a great worm, which puts him on a pedestal just below Tiamat herself. And he has made his way to the Well of Dragons.
To do what?
However, we do have, I guess, to retreat. He doesn't know where you are.
That's fair.
At least I hope not.
I mean, I don't know how he would. Wait, where are we?
Yes.
But and what she said. You're kind of I don't know if understanding the concept of a pocket dimension is too much. It's a little too You know what? It's going to take way too many crayons for me to explain this to you right now, and we're also running out of time. So I suggest you just sit there and eat your biscuit, and we're going to talk about it, like, next time. But
Nice fourth wall breaking.
as he does. So, with that, you guys know that Waterdeep has, for the most part, been leveled, but it's not a complete loss. You have survivors. Your loved ones are fine. They were safe. Cormorant is now what is known as a chromatic great worm. So that's fun. And he's heading back toward the Well of Dragons. You guys have have time to discuss and think about what you want to do now with this last dragon mask. You guys have a moment to breathe. You have a moment to rest in this little pocket dimension of Aunt Betsy's B&B.
Hopefully we can get a fucking long rest.
I'm sure she'll have that. So yeah, you guys will get a long rest for this, and you guys will also level up.
Oh,
Congrats on that. Take it, run with it.
Hell yeah.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah.
So, that since people have to run and go do things, and that's very important. We're going to cut it here, and we'll pick it up again in 2 weeks. You guys have 2 weeks to plan what you guys want to do with that mask, how you guys want to avoid the end of the world, and we'll see where it goes from there. As you guys now have 2 days till the solstice. Great. So, all right. So thanks for playing. Thanks for those that watched and commented. And we will see you all next time. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.